welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Claire Capetta. We talk about all things spiritual on this journey. We have a laugh, we have a joke, we don't think anything too seriously. But my Instagram community have been asking me to do this YouTube channel to teach and to share what I know. I've been a psychic medium since I was teeny tiny little girl and always seen dead people. I was the kid who always thought everything was magical and we could move things and even move a teddy across the bottom of the bed. But here you go. Hey ho. So we talk about crystals. We've got meditations already up. We talk about crystals, angels, all things metaphysical and hermetical. So welcome to this journey with me. Today is Thursday and it is my first video, and so therefore I thought how appropriate to talk about Archangel Sachiel. So we know of the other angels and we will go into them in coming weeks, but we'll talk about Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, what they can do to help us, because they are there. That's what they're there for, to come in and help us, right? But they can't help us unless we ask them. And there are so many angels that we don't know about, or we don't talk about that much, like Gamaliel or Muriel or Jeremiah, right? And so people go, who? Right? They're all there to help us and to look after us and to give us guidance. And you'll discover on this journey with me, should you want to take it with me, that I'm very down to earth. And I kind of like a lot of things backed up with science. I love the whole scientific stuff too. Being the Virgo that I am. Yay. So let's go into Archangel Sachiel. Who is he? What's he for? What does he help with? Well, how do we connect with him? Well, here we go. Archangel Sachael is of the cherubim, the cherubim archangel realm. So we always think of cherubim as being these fat little babies with wings flying around, but they don't look like that at all. So we think of the cherubim. They're actually a wonderful realm of angels, although they're very into, like, we can call on Michael for protection and Michael will be there. Whereas some of the cherubim are kind of a bit more discerning. They go, well, if you're supposed to learn this lesson, then we can't help, but you will know whether they can help you or not. Like, you'll get the signs straight away. Archangel Sachiel is just connected with Thursday. He's connected with Jupiter. So what do we know about Jupiter? We know that it's expansive, it's lucky, it's about money, it's about wealth, and so is Archangel Sachiel. Sachiel. He's all about opulence, money, wealth, and is the angel for bankers too. Not having a discussion about bankers here. but he will help you if you are struggling financially, or if you're starting a new business. How many people are starting a new business with COVID online, right? How many people are looking to expand? How many people have lost jobs, or you just need the extra kick of income to take off, so that you're going to start this new business and you need it to get rolling quickly, and you go, whoa, well then who do I need to help? Well, you need other people in this 3D world, but you can also call on Archangel Sachiel and he'll help you start and kick off your new business. Like, how cool is that? But you have to ask him to step in and help. So we know now that Archangel Sachiel is connected with Thursday. We know that he's connected with Jupiter. Now, when we call on him, what do we need, or what would be useful tool to have with Archangel Sachael? Well, here we have lapis lazuli. So lapis lazuli is really good. Here we go. Mine's a bit white, but here we go. Hey yo. Lapis lazuli, amethyst. People don't say this, but I kind of think blue banded agate as well. It just loves all the blue stones connected with blue. Why is it connected with blue? Water, right? So he'll come in and think of it as a flowing angel. Guides in, flows in. Think of him like, because he's connected with water. So if we're calling him in on a certain direction, then we're going to be calling him in from the west, because west represents the water, right? So we know that he's going to come in from the west. I go like this because as I sit here, this is my west, my north, my south, my east, my west. So think about also when we go into this and we look at abundance, we look at wealth. What else connects with abundance and wealth? Well, it is obviously the cornucopia. Remember the cornucopia? So many angels and goddesses connect with this cornucopia of wealth. Remember the horn of plenty? There you go. This is that angel. How cool is that, that you've got somebody to bring in all this good, happy stuff for you when you're just starting on your journey. Like if you're starting on your journey, or even if you've been on your journey for a while, it's always really good to have like this cool I did try and warn you, I'm kind of down to it, this cool backup angel that you just say, hey, yo, I need your help, right? So his presence is all about hope and well-being, and to be honest, we've been through Mercury retrograde recently, right? We've been through the 11/11 portal, and we've also recently just gone through a new moon. Like, if that didn't rock your world, if you're spiritual, then I don't know what would. Because that was a really interesting journey to go through. The retrograde was a really tough one. The 11/11 portal, we were just starting to see it kind of slowly start to open up again, the new moon. But I know that my community on Instagram were like saying, whoa, what's happening? It's kind of like being on a bit of a boat. But I think that 2012, everyone's talking about this 12/12 portal happening. But for me, I feel like it's going to be 2020. It's going to be 2012, right? It's going to be this huge shift. Remember, if you remember back, the year 2012, around Christmas, we went through this massive shift. Well, I think that we're going to be going through another massive shift, another whole awakening. The planet is just, the organizations are just changing. Things are just, the negative things are just falling away. Now, we are creating the new, but it's not to say that the new is going to be all amazingly wonderful, like unicorns and rainbows, but it is going to be a massive shift, and I do believe it's going to get a lot better. But through all of this happening, and with the pandemic, everybody's been inside and had to face themselves a lot more than what we've had to ever before in this lifetime. So all these people are now starting to awaken. People haven't been able to numb their feelings or go out or do half the things that they want to do, which on one hand is really sad, but on the other hand, this mass awakening is kind of really cool, because now people have had time to stop, question, what do we really want? Because we were always kind of defined with the people around us, you know, and break it down into something really simple. Mother, father, sister, daughter. We all play these different roles. But when we can't really connect with those people, we have to go inside. We have to go within. Which this has forced us to go within. Right? So all of these people are now awakening. But when we call on this Archangel, Archangel Sachiel, he brings in this immense feeling of hope, of well-being, of fighting depression, of being completely uplifting. And I just think that's what the world, what people need right now. We've had so much negative. We've had so much going through and breaking through these barriers, breaking through these like glass ceilings. So for a lot of people go, well, like, what now? What now brings us on to energy, because we all bring in this different kind of energy, don't we? So this energy, like we were saying before, is a water energy. A water energy that we flow with. So now we're connecting also not only with the water element and with our crystal elements, we're also connecting with our oceans, our seas, our rivers. And when we're connecting with water, then it goes without saying, although I'll say it, it also goes without saying is that we're also connecting with the moon, with the lunar. So this archangel is more of a feminine nature angel than the masculine, because the masculine is ruled by the sun. This is ruled more by the moon. So think of the sea, the ebbs, the flows, the tides, the moon, right? And it's really powerful, because I always say that if the moon can affect the ocean, the seas, then it's going to affect you too, because you're like 75% water as an adult, right? So if it's going to affect a massive sea, it's going to affect you, which is why people kind of struggle on full moons and new moons, because the water within us connects with the moon. And we know that water is our blood, and with this it holds memory. So I mean, this is going to go into another one a bit deeper later on, but it connects with the memory of water within us. Water holds memory. Water attunes, right, to how we react to it. So I'm going to go into this in another YouTube, but when you think that water crystallizes differently, creates snowflakes differently, depending on the energy around it, we'll go into that one on another time. But if we're thinking this, if we're kind to ourselves, to our physical body, then the water, the blood within us is going to be kind to us. Make sense? Right? It's kind of like talking to plants. You know, the whole theory of if you're mean to a plant and you do some little seedlings while they're growing, if you're mean to one section, they don't grow so well. And if you talk really nicely to another section, they grow really well and start blooming or fruiting like crazy. It's the same with us. So we need to take time out for us. You need to take time out for you. You need to speak kindly to yourself, because people say to me, well, what about these affirmations? Why do I need to speak kindly to myself? You know, it's just crazy. Well, if it's affecting nature, guess what, dude? You're part of nature. So you need to speak kindly to yourself. You need to and with this, when we connect with these angels and they know that we're speaking kindly to ourselves, they actually come in so much more clearer and more effective as well than when we're in a depressed state. But when we're in this depressed state, it's also useful to call in these angels so that they can help us change. I always say to people, I kind of go a little bit deep sometimes. So if I go too deep for you, let me know in the comments below. But Archangel Sachael is a really cool angel to be connected with today. How do we call on Archangel Michael? Sachiel. Where did that come from? Boom. I do it so much on Instagram, I guess. Archangel Sachael, how, and it's my first YouTube, so give me a break. So how do we call in Archangel Sachael? So we sit and we take some deep breaths. We hold our crystals, right? We connect with them, we take some deep breaths. And how I always like to do it is counting, because some people like really struggle to like go with the whole breath. So we count in 5, we hold 5, and then you breathe out for 5. It just helps you kind of chill, relax, and feel connected. So with Archangel Sachiel, you could hold your crystals if you want, feel more connected, light a white or a blue candle. That would be really cool. If you can't, don't worry, or a tea light. Hold on to a crystal. If you don't have a crystal, light a tea light. If you don't have any of it, it doesn't matter. It's the intention, and this is what I say to people. It's the intention that matters. It's the intention of connecting. So even if kind of like you're in a hurry, you don't have a lot of time, you could be driving along, have the intention while you're driving. Have the intention, but carefully. Have the intention while you're in the shower or the bathtub, or you wake up first thing in the morning. It like takes just a couple of minutes. You don't have to go into this whole flowery rigmarole, though it's nice to be able to set time aside to do a whole ceremony like that. Don't have to. So what would we say to Archangel Sachael to call him in? We say, Archangel Sachael, I address my prayer to you, that you can satisfy my right desire for money. I want it for, and then tell him what your requirement is. Do you need it to set off this new business, or do you need it in order to be able to survive and put food on the table and keep the roof over your head, your payments on time? Say the reason I want it for, and not because I am eager for luxury or wealth, but because I want to live above my normal possibilities. Archangel of Money, make possible and materialize my desire and send me the good fortune that I will share with those who need it, right? Because, and that's it. But when we have an abundance of something, we share it, right? If we have an abundance of love, we share it. If we have extra food that we're not going to eat, then we can share it. If we're donating clothes that we've outgrown, or that we don't need any longer, right? That whole cycle of giving, you know, it's that energy wheel that we're kicking off there with charity. You know, if you're helping somebody out, if someone's cold, you give, and you have a free coat. If you've got a spare coat to offer, it's that kind of thing. So when you do that with this angel, when you give as well as take, when you give as well as receive, you're kicking off this angel energy wheel, and it's amazing. Once that wheel starts moving and flowing forward, it's just amazing how fast it starts to kick in for you. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you have and you would like to see more, please subscribe below and ring the bell so that you get notifications every Monday and Thursday when I upload, or when I'm going to go live and do some free flash readings. So hit the bell, like if you've enjoyed this or it has taught you anything at all. Please like this video below, comment and I will answer. If you've got any questions, I will answer. And if you want to know more about me, you can come and visit me on Instagram. I am Claire.Capetta. And I'm going to finish this YouTube video off, as I do with my Instagram lives, and say thank you so much for joining me here. It is so appreciated, and mwah, kisses on your face.